The end of Game 3, Cavs versus Golden State. Now today was a great game. It was it was amazing. You know, if you guys watched Game 2, you could have seen the Cavaliers get absolutely annihilated, and today they came back and they fought back and they answered back, which was it was great. You know, it was a good thing to see the Cavs play how they play. But before we get into talking about the game in the background, we do have a Nuketown gameplay. I know I do go off. Well, I won't say off. They do good. And at one point in the game, I have like no ammo, no guns, so I am sitting in the building for like a certain amount of time. No, it is not camping. It's called playing the game properly. I don't have a gun. These guys are using shotguns. I'm not gonna try and go out there and hit them with my fist. Now that that's over, let's talk about the Cavs and Golden State Game 3. Now the Cavaliers went back home and they put on a show. They really did put on a show, and I don't know, I guess they deserve it. You know, they did come from two beatings from the Oracle, and finally they come back and they show how the Cavaliers really play. Now let's start off with Steph Curry because he's obviously the most overhyped player in this series so far. He was getting locked up. You know, I don't care what people say. Oh, he had a bad shooting game. Oh, he had a bad dribble day. No, he was getting locked up. There is no excuses for why Stephen Curry played so poorly today. It's just the fundamentals of the game. The Cavaliers finally stepped it up and they played defense. The past two videos I made about this, I was complaining at how poorly they played defense, and they finally came home and played some good D. And another thing, you guys would have noticed that Kevin Love was not in the game today because he had a concussion, so he stayed out. But I guess they didn't need him because Kyrie Irving and LeBron James actually went off this game. They actually did what they're supposed to do as players. They played their position. As I said in the last video, LeBron James was chucking up bad shots that game. He was not doing what he's supposed to do. And this game, he was finally attacking the basket, doing exactly what his position is made for. Kyrie Irving was hitting some nice shots, playing good at point guard position, and he did really well this game. Now, J.R. Smith, or I should call him J.R. Curry, he was going off. Dude. He had the hot hand today. He really had the hot hand. Like, he was really shooting. He was putting a performance, and it's really windy outside, so if you guys hear that picked up on the mic, I'm sorry, I can't do nothing about that. But it was amazing. His shot performance, his shot selection was kind of scary, but the way he finished was wow, dude. He had, I don't know if it was a lucky game or he really was into it. Tristan Thompson did okay, and you know, the whole Cavaliers did fine. I mean, their bench really didn't play that much. What would you expect if your starters are doing great? They're getting the cheers from the crowd, and yeah, you know, they were feeling the vibe, so they stayed. They won the game. Golden State, on the other hand, I think Steph Curry had 2 points in the third quarter. Was it 2 points? I believe it was 2 points in the third quarter. Klay Thompson he did, I don't know. He was just bad this game. I hate to say it because I like him as a player. He's a really good shooter. So is Steph Curry. I like him as a player too. But I don't know what was going on today. They just couldn't shoot. They were getting, Steph Curry was getting locked up. Klay Thompson, on the other hand, you know, he was doing what he had to do. He was trying to shoot. He got here and there, and he could have played better, but I guess he took a really bad injury to the thigh, and I guess that's what stopped him. I mean, if I had a big knee hit me in the thigh like that, I probably wouldn't even want to play the game no more. I would probably want to sit out for the rest of the series, but he came and he did what he had to do, so he did a good job at his point, I guess. He could have played a little bit better. Sean Livingston did alright. Barbosa did alright. But everybody's just, I guess everybody's gonna blame Steph Curry for this loss because he did have 2 in the third and he wasn't sparking. But say what do you expect? Typical Golden State bandwagons, they depend on one player. They don't know how the team plays and the fundamentals. You gotta excuse them, they don't know what they're talking about. But today, as I said last video, I would hope that they come home and spice up the game, and that's exactly what the Cavs did. They came home and they spiced it up. They really did what they had to do. I'm excited for the next game. I really am. I can't wait to see how they're gonna come back, if they come back. I'm talking about Golden State here. How they're gonna respond. Are they gonna do better? Are they gonna play poorly again? I really do want the Cavs to take home the chip. I said this multiple times. Not a Golden State hater. I am not a Golden State fan. I am not a Cavaliers fan. I am not. No, I don't know. For some reason, I just feel like the Cavs, I want them to win, but it really doesn't matter who wins. Whoever wins, wins. They deserve it. Everybody's bound to their own opinion. And if you are new to this video, this is why I'm saying it, because a lot of people come and they just, oh, he's a Cavs fan. Oh, he's a Golden State hater, but his team is, no. I am an Oklahoma fan. Okay? I'm not from Oklahoma, but, I just like Oklahoma. Alright, I've been rocking with Oklahoma for years now, and obviously the main player is Durant. That's my boy, but we're not talking about that because he got kicked out. But it's game 4. I really want to know what you guys think about this game. How was game 3 performed? Did you guys like it? Did you guys not like it? What is your team? What do you expect in game 4? Who do you want to win the series? Who do you think was the most valuable player in game 3? And I don't know, let's just have NBA talk. That's what this whole thing is about. Talking about the game, talking about the finals. If your team is not in the playoffs, they didn't make the playoffs, also let me know. Let's talk some teams here. And I don't know, game 4, let's see what they have for us. If I really personally want this to go to game 7, I want this hype. Who knows what's gonna happen? Both teams took a beating by 30. I mean, it's really good. So this is gonna be the end of the gameplay, end of the commentary. Again, leave some stuff in the comments below. Let's talk. And if you like the video and or commentary, give this video a thumbs up. It really does help the channel grow. We are trying to grow. We're growing fairly fast here, okay? And recommend me to a friend or two. I'm out of here. Peace.